Hey guys, J.R. Raymond back again at the training center here in TurboTech in Chesterfield, Michigan. Today I want to give you a quick tip on how to fix your loose interchangeable thumb. Stay tuned. So every so often I'll get a phone call or a message from somebody that says they lost their thumb. It just spun right out. They don't know where it went. Their ball came back. The thumb was gone. The mechanic couldn't find it. It got lost somewhere under the machine. And this actually can be prevented. As we know, the interchangeables are just plastic. You know, they're going to wear out. Some faster than others. Some may last forever. Some may last only a couple of weeks, depending on how often you use it. I know a lot of players that go from ball to ball. Like me, when I'm practicing, I use multiple bowling balls, and I have just a couple of thumbs that I really, really like. So I'm switching those thumbs from ball to ball, 100 times in a day. And all those changes are going to wear out that thumb. But when it wears out and you don't hear that click anymore, that doesn't necessarily mean it's bad. In fact, it doesn't mean it's bad. And so what we want to do is we want to prevent them from getting super loose and spinning out. Because every so often you get that thumb or you put it in and you can feel it just start to move, maybe even in your backswing. You can feel it just start to spin just a little bit. But here, follow me and I will show you exactly how to tighten that up. Because even though you don't hear that click, it doesn't mean that the thumb is bad. That just means you need to take preventative action to make sure it does not come out of your ball. So follow me and let's go take care of this. All right, so here we go. So we've got a thumb here, and this one's super loose. You can see if I hold it straight up, I can just turn it, and I can spin it basically just by touching it, and it turns. And you can barely hear it even click at all. I mean, this thing it's super loose. And that's what happens. If you were to really look at this, you can see that they kind of, the knobs on the end here, they kind of flatten out a little bit. So it takes away where the ramp is on the outer sleeve. It takes away that grab that pulls it and that holds it into place. So we have to take preventative action to make sure that this doesn't come undone. So what we want to do is we want everybody to realize that these thumbs are actually tapered from top to bottom. They are bigger at the top and smaller at the bottom. A little bit smaller at the bottom to make sure there's room down at the bottom where the mechanism sits, so that way nothing jams it up. Very rare instances you will get some stuff underneath there that may jam it up. We just got to make sure the hole is clear and everything is out of there before we do anything with these thumbs. So what we're going to do is we're going to take it, for me, I obviously use the Turbo Slick Strips. These are the equivalent to like a black tape, the slick stuff, the really thin stuff. You're just going to take a piece of this, and keep in mind, again, remember, the thumbs are tapered from top to bottom. So the lower we start it, the less tight we're going to make it. The higher we start it, the tighter it's going to be, because it's going to have more drag on that spot. So I'm going to start by putting a piece of tape near the bottom to see if that's tight enough. Okay. So when I put this in, that is much tighter, but I guess I would like to see it just a pinch tighter. So I'm going to pull it back. You see, I'm still struggling to get it out now because it is much tighter. But I want it to be a little bit tighter so that way I'm for sure 100% this thing will not spin out. It cannot spin out by the machine. It's not going to fall out of my hand. It's not going to do any of that stuff. We're going to raise this up. So instead of down here where we had it, we're going to put it up here. Just make it a little bit tighter so you can feel or see. Yeah, there we go. Now that's really tight. So now I would actually probably have to use almost have to use a switcheroo to get that out. So it's up to you how tight you want it. Yeah, so now I've got it so tight I got to use a switcheroo to get it out. So you can tighten these things up however you want to do it. It's up to you on how tight you want it. I don't think anybody's really going to want it that tight because that'll probably hurt your thumb trying to get it in and out. But you can do whatever you want to do to make it tighter. So remember, the higher you put this tape, the tighter you're going to make the thumb. The lower you put the tape on the outside, the looser it's going to be. Now, if you have, say you only have a thumb that's only loose in one ball, you could probably try and just put one of these pieces of tape in the outer of the ball that's loose, because say you go from this ball to another ball and now this tape makes it too tight in another ball, you don't want that. So maybe just put this tape only in the ball that the thumb is loose in. See what I'm saying? So hopefully that works. All right, well, cool. So now we know how to make sure that we can take preventative steps to making sure that these inner thumbs don't come out of a bowling ball ever. If you're feeling that it's a little loose, this is more so for the bowlers. You bowlers need to pay attention. If you're using these, you need to pay attention to when you feel it start to be a little loose, and make sure you take action to make sure you don't lose your thumb. Because I know you don't want to go into that pro shop and have to drill another one and pay the $20 or whatever it is that they're going to charge you just to drill another thumb. So be sure you don't lose your thumb and you take these steps. I'd much rather pay $5 for a pack of tape that's going to last me however many years to make sure my thumbs don't come out, rather than losing 3 or 4 thumbs and paying $20 a piece trying to and drilling a new one every time I lose one. So just take these steps, make sure you are safe to go. Pro shops, if you have questions, or if anybody has questions, make sure to leave them in the comments below, or you can email me at my Turbo email address, jrraymond@turbogrips.com, and I will get to them as soon as possible. But until next time, guys, I hope this helps. Make sure to subscribe to this channel and go to Turbo 201 Grips page and subscribe to theirs as well, as there'll be many more videos to come. But until next time, we will see you guys later. Thanks for watching.